Welcome to the virtual meeting presentation for I-90 Exit 63 Interchange Study. I'm Jenica Wilcox with FHU, a transportation engineering company located in South Dakota that has been hired by South Dakota Department of Transportation to conduct the studies and design for the I-90 Exit 63 interchange in Box Elder, South Dakota. To learn more about the overall project goals and purpose, please review video number 1 on the website. This video will focus on the 6 feasible alternatives for the project. This portion of the presentation will last approximately 12 minutes. A PDF of this presentation is also available on the project website if you'd like to go back and review certain information more closely. The project team is working to prepare for the future by facilitating a corridor that improves traffic congestion while increasing safety for drivers as well as for pedestrians and bicyclists. Studies have indicated there will be a need for major capacity increases, particularly through Highway 1416 corridor and the Interstate 90 corridor between exit 61 and 63 towards Rapid City. I-90 will need to incorporate widening for one additional auxiliary lane in each direction between exits 61 and 63. The project will also need to facilitate dual entrance and exit ramps on and off of I-90 to and from the west as traffic volumes increase between Box Elder and Rapid City. I-90 will continue to accommodate 2 lanes in each direction between exit 63 and 67, and will include grading for future widening of an additional 3rd lane in each direction to alleviate future congestion. The City of Box Elder and Pennington County are planning to make changes to the Highway 1416 corridor in the future. That will fall in line with the construction of the Exit 63 interchange project. Highway 1416 is planned to become one bidirectional roadway as opposed to the existing divided highway with a frontage road scenario. Our traffic projection models indicate that Highway 1416 will ultimately need to be a 5-lane section, including 2 eastbound lanes, 2 westbound lanes, and a center turn lane in the median. Folks might remember, as part of the I-90 Exit 61 to Exit 67 corridor study, there were 3 feasible alternatives as a result of that study. The first of these feasible alternatives was a Westgate Road Diamond interchange. The second was a Highway 1416 Diamond interchange. And the final feasible alternative was a Highway 1416 Diverging Diamond interchange, also known as a DDI. These 3 alternatives were then carried forward into the IMJR process as defined previously. As previously mentioned, the City of Box Elder and Pennington County have embarked on a path to reconfigure Highway 1416 into a 5-lane bidirectional roadway. In response to this addition, we added a southern Highway 1416 5-lane section alignment and a northern Highway 1416 alignment to each of the 3 feasible alternatives that moved forward from the 2017 corridor study. Therefore, there are 6 feasible alternatives. In addition, the Mall Drive extension from the west that connects to the interchange area is being planned, which we have accounted for within these feasible alternatives. For record-keeping purposes, we have named the alternatives 1 through 3, and A or B signifying the Highway 1416 alignment location. A represents a southern Highway 1416 alignment, and B representing a northern Highway 1416 alignment within the existing Highway 1416 2-lane divided highway footprint. The Westgate Road feasible alternatives were named alternatives 1A and 1B. Highway 1416 Diamond interchange alternatives were named 2A and 2B. Highway 1416 DDI alternatives were named 3A and 3B. The project team performed a floodplain analysis for these alternatives. Each alternative was quite similar in the need for developing additional structures to accommodate existing creeks and tributaries under I-90 and interchange ramps. In the traffic modeling, we observed a heavy movement to and from Rapid City, requiring dual-lane entrance and exit ramps to and from Rapid City at exit 63, similarly in all alternatives. In addition, we saw a heavy demand to provide longer turn lanes on all of the alternatives, also being quite similar across each alternative. We will now step through the specifics of each alternative in more detail, highlighting the major differences between these feasible alternatives. Let us begin with the Westgate Road Diamond Interchange feasible alternatives. Feasible interchange alternative 1A would facilitate a completely new footprint and location from the present exit 63 interchange. As shown on your screen, this interchange would be in an area that is a little more developed than the current exit 63 location. During our traffic modeling, we identified significant southbound lefts and westbound rights at the Westgate Road and Highway 1416 intersection. These Westgate Road alternatives would also introduce a new pattern of significance, creating higher north-south traffic congestion through the Westgate Road corridor that doesn't exist today. There would be a heavy westbound volume from the interchange ramp intersection with Westgate Road headed into Rapid City in the morning, and conversely, there would be a significant eastbound off-ramp traffic volume at exit 63 in the afternoon with these alternatives. As part of our feasible interchange alternatives, we would need dual eastbound exit ramps to Westgate Road to facilitate the heavy left and right turn volumes at this intersection. The notable characteristics for the 1A feasible interchange alternative include the interchange layout would involve constructing ramps in an already developed area within a brand new footprint. These Westgate feasible interchange alternatives would also increase traffic volumes and congestion along the Westgate Road corridor. There would be a heavy travel pattern movement along Westgate Road between I-90 and Highway 1416 for drivers using the Highway 1416 corridor to commute to and from Rapid City. The railroad crossing to the existing property owner south of the railroad would remain in the same location. The Highway 1416 intersection would intersect on the south side of the existing roadway. The Westgate Road Diamond Interchange feasible alternative 1B would be similar to alternative 1A, with the exception that the Highway 1416 intersection with Westgate Road would be located further north at the existing Box Elder Road location. The notable characteristics for the 1B feasible interchange alternative include similar characteristics to alternative 1A with one exception. The Highway 14 intersection would intersect on the north side of the existing roadway. Moving on to the Highway 1416 Standard Diamond feasible interchange alternative, known as 2A. This feasible interchange alternative would be within the same relative location as existing exit 63, but would accommodate the current FHWA policy requiring service interchanges to provide for all movements of travel. The notable characteristics for the 2A feasible interchange alternative include the interchange layout would involve constructing ramps within the existing 63 interchange footprint and location. The heavy movement of typical Highway 1416 through movement travelers would remain similar to existing. An additional eastbound auxiliary lane would be needed to accommodate the travel demands along Highway 1416 between ramp, intersection, and Westgate Road. This option results in impacts to the Rapid City, Pier, and Eastern Railroad to provide the eastbound off-ramp with proper ramp intersection spacing. This option results in impacts to the railroad due to the southern Highway 1416 intersection with Westgate Road. The Highway 1416 Standard Diamond feasible interchange alternative, known as 2B, is similar to alternative 2A, with the exception of the Highway 14 intersection location with Westgate Road. The notable characteristics for the 2B feasible interchange alternative include similar characteristics to alternative 2A, with the exception that this option results in less impacts to the railroad due to the northern Highway 1416 intersection with Westgate Road. The third set of feasible interchange alternatives includes the Highway 1416 DDI, and alternative 3A includes the southern intersection of Highway 1416 with Westgate Road. Again, this feasible interchange alternative would be within the same relative location of existing Exit 63, but would incorporate the current FHWA policy requiring that service interchanges provide for all movements of travel. The notable characteristics for the 3A feasible interchange alternative include the interchange layout would involve constructing ramps within the existing Exit 63 interchange footprint and location. The heavy movement of typical Highway 1416 through movement travelers would remain similar to existing. The DDI would also accommodate the increased traffic congestion volumes better with signal timings and eliminating the need for a continuous auxiliary lane eastbound along Highway 1416 from the interstate. The DDI also improves safety by having traffic merge into the closest lane in the desired direction of travel at the ramp intersection without crossing traffic, thus reducing conflict points. The feasible interchange alternative 3B includes the Highway 1416 DDI and the northern intersection of Highway 1416 with Westgate Road. The notable characteristics for the 3B feasible interchange alternative include similar characteristics to alternative 3A, with the exception that this option results in less impacts to the railroad due to the northern Highway 1416 intersection with Westgate Road. The project team will be accepting public feedback regarding this project until February 20th. To provide your comments, please visit the feedback section on our project website. Thank you so much for taking the time to view this presentation and learn a little more about this upcoming construction project. We are proud to be improving the infrastructure through Box Elder and to be able to adapt to the changing needs of our community. To reiterate, all comments are due by February 20th, 2021. Thank you.